He jumps up to meet him close to the line of scrimmage. Here's Browning, going to use his legs. Oh, he takes a big hit from Mike Edwards right at the sticks, but he bounces right up. He's got the first down, I believe.
With the ball in their hands, have reached 22 miles per hour. Tyreek Hill, DK Metcalf, and Chase Brown, Jim.
That says a lot. Born in Ontario, Canada. Here's 2nd and 6. Browning again is going to run it out of the pocket for another first. Travion Williams is in there for pass protection. Now he's coming out of the backfield on 3rd and 7 down the middle. Pass is perfect. T. Higgins brings it to the 20.
This one, another, but you can't get 3 against Spags, right? The first time you go against him as a young.
Here he is from the pocket. Complete, but only a gain of about 4. 34 yards. And McPherson puts 3 on the board for the Bengals. His 6th straight, 6 years as a starter. Pacheco, who had a concussion last week, was questionable all week. Plows ahead for 9 behind Tooney.
Flashes of moments, right, where they're not on the same page. I think that was part of the reasoning this week to simplify.
On 1st and 10, here he's going to Rice. Right on cue, he's got MVS up ahead, leading the brigade, and it's a nice gain for Kansas City. First down from the Cincinnati. 45. Goes to Pacheco this time. He sees an opening. There he goes into the secondary. Pacheco to the 10-yard line, taking Jordan Battle with him. 3rd and goal, 8 yards out. Kelsey's in a slot to the right side. There's Mahomes. Fires it. Touchdown, Kansas City. Pacheco on the receiving end.
Take a look over here. There's 4 guys, only 1 over here. You don't normally do that, but Pacheco's going to go right through the middle. And because they have not used this all year.
Browning with time down the field. He finds Chase. Chase pulls it down.
The corner can hit you on that right shoulder and really disrupt that.
Here's Mixon off the right side. Mixon able to tiptoe through traffic and pick up another first down. 2nd and 9. Slow to develop, but he's able to get it away to Sample, and another first as Bolton brings him down from behind. 2nd and 8. Browning, well protected. Goes screen. Goes with Mixon. Mixon knows where the sticks are, and he's got a first down.
I honestly think his mechanics is the biggest reason where you use that skill set now.
2nd and goal, and he is able to find Mixon for the touchdown.
I just got done talking about your ability to get the ball to the back in a position so their body weight and leverage can move. He throws a back shoulder on a flat route perfectly. Watch this ball placement here, Jim. He throws it so he has to turn, and that makes his momentum go toward the end zone. Another, like, nondescript, but a great throw.
We need to survive their first 15 scripted plays, including a screenplay that hopefully we can hold to like 10 or less, not 25 yards. Here's the 3rd and 7. And the ball comes out. It's stripped out of the hands and recovered by Cincinnati. Hendrickson stripped it. What a year he's having. And Cincinnati is set up inside the 25. 1st and 10 from the 24. Browning slides. Now he's going to take it. He's out of bounds near the 16. It's a 3rd and 2 here, Tony. Stepping back and away from the heat. Dumps it off for the first down to Hudson. 3rd and goal. Half-yard away. And they're going to go up top. No, he's going to run for it. And he's in for the touchdown. Able to somehow slide off the hit and go in sideways for the touchdown.
Uses that little wiggle at the end to get a half little shot on him. Showing off. That's an instinctful play. And the key, one of the 2 keys we said, was his legs today, Jim. And boy, has that stood out early.
It's just the latest moment of frustration we've seen out of this team.
It's true. And that's a rarity for a team who's been so dominant.
There's Mahomes' pass. And it's caught to the 40-yard line. Goes Noah Gray. Steelers, who have beaten the Bengals twice. It's all part of that mix, trying to sort out the wild card spots. Of course, you got Chiefs trying to win the division. And they get it to Pacheco, who turns the corner and goes down the sideline inside the 40-yard line. Broke a big one. 6. That pass just a little outside for Kelsey. That was his first target, and it goes incomplete. Harrison Butker, beautiful boot, and it's good. For Chris Jones. Browning's pass, dangerous. Oh, the pass was right there for Hudson. Look what Anarumo's done. This is a reflection on what Lou does to defend them. They open this drive with Pacheco ripping off a big one. Inside the 50, the 40, the 30-yard line before he is taken out. Kelsey threw a huge block. 2nd and 9. Steps back to the 40. Goes on the go. Pacheco bear hugged at about the 25-yard line by Logan Wilson.
Low.
Do have a 3rd and 3. Rushing 4. That's dropped. Oh my goodness.
Win the turnover battle. That's why they're losing football games.
So they have to go field goal attempt. 43 yards for Butker. And dead center with that one.
Take your time and work the middle of the field.
There's the pass for the first down. It's Hudson. He said, I really have no idea what my contract situation is moving forward. And I don't care. He just wanted the chance to play. 2nd and 6.
Using the legs again.
There's Chase. He gets hammered down at the 45. Going deep. Down the sideline. Higgins! Looking for a flag. There is one at the 14-yard line. Joshua Williams had hold of him.
And
pass interference. Defense number 2. The ball he placed at spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
Just big.
I would have a spy. He's been using his legs. Maybe bolting inside. Someone's got to follow him.
They hand it off. Travion Williams. Not within a yard. And now you'll have 4th and 1 at about the 6. Nixon. Willie Gay is there to meet him. What a play. Willie Gay busted across the line. And the Bengals are denied. Standing up, ready to pounce is Hendrickson. On 3rd and 4, they double him up. So down the field goes Mahomes. He's got Watson. There is a flag down at the line of scrimmage. Watson able to make the big catch. 2nd and 10. Sealy, get it to Rice. There's his 2nd catch. Motoring down to about the 13. It's been a weak spot. 3rd and 7. As Mahomes gets Pacheco. Big time tackle by Mike Hill. Here's 4th and 4 at the 9. They'll bring out Butker again, who is good from 54 and 43. And this one from 27. No issue. Browning set up at screen for Brown. Does he get a chance to turn it on? Breaks through a tackle, breaks through another one. And finally, it is Bolton who grabs him by the leg. Gotta get to the 46 for the first. Browning, calmly wings it. And incomplete. Running around and finding the receiver at the 20-yard line. What a great job there by Patrick Mahomes to find Rice.
I mean, there's something about being down inside that 10 for a quarterback. That's dicey holding that ball. Good poise.
1st and 10. Down the sideline, he's got a man open. Rice off to the races. And Rice is brought down at the 10-yard line.
3 points.
They've all been exactly 3. Here's a 3rd and 3 as Mahomes has time. Now steps back away from the heat, looking, and gets it over to Pacheco. And they close in on Pacheco for a loss of a yard. Each field goal attempt has been shorter. 53, 43, 27, and that one good from 24.
Bengals want to disrupt that plan and get themselves in the mix.
Starts right here. Rushing 5. Browning in the pocket. Forced out of it. Backs up and fires it. Incomplete. Champions and the 3-time Super Bowl champ Chiefs have the football. That's about the 37. Smart heads-up play, though, by Mahomes to save the sack.
True, exactly right, Jim.
Would have been about a 10-yard loss as he connects with Kelsey, who stretched it out and got the first down.
This is that formation. Kelsey's one-on-one. Someone comes back, and Kelsey tries to win over here.
Mahomes looking left at the moment. Now comes back over to the right side. Pacheco just able to get it back to the line as Hill forces him out. 48 yards for Butker. And Harrison Butker, good again. 5 for 5. Mason Rudolph, then going out there to the Great Northwest and putting up 30-plus against the Seahawks.
Mike Tomlin, wow.
3rd and 17. And they got him back at the 11-yard line. Karlaftis is in there. Amenahue.
You can rely on them in key moments. Last week, not great in the 4-minute, but today they're doing it.
There's Robbins. He booms one. Back to the 36. Richie James almost went down on one knee. Now he goes. Richie James switches hands with the football and is forced out of bounds by the punter, Robbins, after a big run back.
Even in this 4th quarter, you've seen it.
3rd and 8. Bengals need to make a stop. Pass. Rice. And they do stop him. About 1.5 yards, 2 yards short. This is 46 yards, Tone, for the 8-point lead. And Harrison Butker is the only man to score in the last 1 hour and 53 minutes.
Some guys get scared in these moments. Some really love it.
Turning it upfield is Hudson for a big gain. 3rd and 12. And here comes the blitz. Browning gets hit. Tacked at the 33. And again, it's Reed for the 2nd consecutive play. They rush 4. Browning down the field. It's caught. It's Boyd at the 44 and a first down. You've already kept them alive with a 4th and 18. Here's a 2nd and 16. And it only gets worse.
They got to get up quickly or use their timeout now. I would take the timeout right now.
Browning stepping up and heaving it. Down for Higgins. The ball hits the ground. And Kansas City is going to take the AFC West for an 8th consecutive year. As there's one kneel down. You know, it's a night of nostalgia. And we all have our highs and lows in any given year.
And Debbie yelled out, screaming from the elevator as it was closing, "Tony Romo, Tony!" She is smiling right now.
Denver and Cincinnati are eliminated with this result. Well,
let's do a game next week.
What do you say? I don't know where it's going to be, but I can't wait to find out. 2023 ends much the same way it began for Kansas City, winning a big game.